let's talk about Borderlands. Huge release last week, gentlemen. It already breaking records. On Steam alone, it peaked at over 304,000 concurrent players. It had the biggest launch in the series so far. First week sales are already past 2 million copies worldwide, bringing in about 150 million in revenue. And it even shot straight to number one in the UK charts. So this thing definitely came out of the gate swinging. Of course, it hasn't all been smooth. People are loving some stuff and frustrated by others, especially the performance issues that we've all been experiencing. But now that we spent a few hours in it, I want to hear what you guys think. What's standing out for you? What are you optimistic about in the game? And what do you think of all the hype? Is it warranted? Is it great? What are your thoughts?
So I finished the game last night. It took me about 40 hours to just power through the main quest line. And I'll put it right here. Do the main quest line first. Ignore the side quests. Don't even worry about them unless you need to level up. At some point in the main quest line, the enemies got a little too hard and I had to go level up a bit. But once you do that main quest line, you finish it up, everything unlocks for you. I thought it was going to be behind level 50, but it really looks like just finishing the main quest line unlocks all this stuff. So do that first. I highly recommend it. And I'm enjoying it.
One question about that finish it right away business is that's what everyone told me about Starfield. And then I finished it and I was like, oh, God, I don't know if I want to do this and run again. And I don't know if I want to do the side stuff. It didn't have enough of a game to really support the multiple runs that it was asking you to make. But you're saying that there's enough meat on the bone here in the end game that it is a good idea?
Well, absolutely. Because if you don't do the side quests to level up or anything, you just go back and do them. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion, to do it that way because you don't have this looming main quest line in the back being like, oh, I should really finish that. No, now you're unfettered and free and you can just go do whatever you want, get all the collectibles. I'm not level 50, so I'm still leveling up. And then once you finish that main quest line, that unlocks these prestige specialization numbers that happen in tandem with your leveling up. So you're leveling your character up and you're getting these points as well to put in your specialization categories. I really think that's the way to do it, and I really recommend.
And when it comes to that Maulding, I have this nagging sensation in my mind where if I miss side quests and I'm going on the main line, is that gonna be a problem or no problem? You can just champion the main line and just...
I mean, it
easily.
could be the way I play games, so take this with a grain of salt, that it could just be my comfort level with the games and how I'm okay with it. But I didn't feel that the side quests really tied in so much story-wise with the main quest. It does send you to locations on the map that I definitely didn't go main quest. So I'm now seeing big, large swaths, especially of the third section, of the map that I didn't unlock, didn't look into, didn't see anything even go through, and now I am. I love the open world. I think that was a great thing for them to do. It makes me feel really good playing it. I really love that part of it. But, oh God, it's filled with lots of collectibles. There's at least 2 or 3 different types of collectibles for you to grab in addition to the side quest stuff. No, that is not how I want.
The collectibles, they don't give you anything. They're pointless.
No, well, they aren't pointless. They give you those SDU points that allow you to allow you to upgrade your ammo capacity and upgrade your backpack and things like that. So they're not useless, but I mean, you grab one of those recordings and it's just talking in your ear, and it goes in one ear and not the other for me as I'm trying to defend myself against a big attack. But it's fun. It is fun. I am enjoying it.
How is the skill tree in it?
Well, I've only done one character. Dan's playing a different character. I'm playing the Siren. Of pretty much only one skill tree is my favorite. There is supposedly a broken bleed build that I'm playing with a little bit on her. I do notice that bleed is really intense. I only know Vex, and I've been having fun with it. She's not my favorite Siren that I've played, but
I hated Vex. I started with her. I probably wasted the first night playing with her and trying to learn her different builds. I tried all her different stuff, and I just couldn't get her to play very well, and then ended up going with the soldier, Rafa. I think he's amazing. His skills make the most sense to me. The second half of the tree, I'm a little nervous because I'm not exactly sure if those are going to work with the guns I have him equipped with, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Real quickly though, I want to go over some of the things I think about the game, and then I want to hear what you guys have to say and whether you agree with me or disagree, because like a true nerd, I made like a list here of the things that I liked and the things I didn't like, because I absolutely adore Borderlands, and I'm super pumped that this one's out, and I can see myself sinking a lot of time into it. But I gotta say, with all of the good stuff, there definitely comes some complaints. So first off, let me tell you real quickly what I love about this game. Like you said, the open world is amazing. It's a different take on it. In the older games, you kept going to these different small biomes, and you're just like, when is this ending? Where is this going? And it just felt so disparate and spread out and annoying. This one, they bring everything in. Look, is it revolutionary? No, it's like Assassin's Creed. But for the series, it's a huge change, and this is something that we needed in Borderlands, and Kairos feels more cohesive and fun to play in than Pandora ever did. There, I put it out there. Love Pandora and all, Kairos is better. And then I want to talk about the legendaries. Man, it's so exciting that they've actually made these things hard to get. It really feels exciting when a legendary pops, where in the other games, I'm looking at you, Borderlands 3, it just popped all the time, and it was truly annoying. And it was just, they didn't mean anything. And then knowing that Pearlescent is coming next year, it kind of gives us something more to grind for. So I'm definitely looking for the climb. I love the new traversal stuff. Like, I love the bikes, I love the gliding, and I love the grapple.
Let me stop you right there. The grapple is lame AF. I hate the grapple. If the grapple was the best, you'd be able to grapple everywhere, and then I would have loved it. But no, you have to look for these specific spots to grapple into. You have to make sure your reticle is aligned really well to be able to hit it. I'm always throwing my knife, that is my melee weapon, instead of doing the grapple right away, because it's the same button. It's really annoying, and I don't like it. But I do love the gliding, and I love the traversal, the car, the vehicle.
Okay, that's totally fair, and you're right. I do say I like it a lot, but with the grapple, it's like, man, I wish maybe in the next Borderlands they'll rip off Just Cause, because they did grapple the best so far.
Yes.
Where they had the parachute, and it's like, we don't need these bikes if you'll let me grapple and use my parachute to get around the world, and that's what Borderlands should have done. But I guess they need you on the ground so that you can fight all the monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and I love that this game also has that classic balance of Borderlands, where you get a lot of weapons, and you're trying to get good stuff, but eventually your weapons just become crap, and then eventually you have to like maybe go and farm a boss, or maybe you just get lucky and suddenly you get a weapon, or in Maulding's case, you get a shield that is so OP you have it 10 levels later.
Got a shield at level 22, was still rocking it at level 35. It was crazy. I didn't change it that whole time.
Yeah, and the drops, while we're on the subject of drops, is it really worth exploring the open world if you can potentially get a drop that's going to last you 10 levels?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they drop from anywhere. Paul Tassi put a post up on Twitter that he found a legendary in a toilet. So they really can just pop up anywhere.
That's cool.
Yeah. So far, it's really exciting, and I'm enjoying that aspect of it. But now let's talk about the stuff that's shitty. And there's unfortunately a lot to talk about there. So first off, this game is clearly designed for PC players. And unfortunately for me, I am a console player. And it has one of those mouse things you have to move around to select the menu. It is awful and painful. All of the other Borderlands menus have been pretty good. This one, the way that they've organized the guns in your backpack, it's just basically they threw everything together, and then you can sort stuff, which is great. But if you tab away one time and you come back, oh man, all of that sorting is gone. This UI is so annoying, but even more annoying than that are the bugs that come with it. So you've got situations where you're marking guns to be deleted, and then unfortunately there's a bug in the UI where it keeps marking the guns that are above your guns, which are your better guns, and if you're not paying attention, you trash your better guns because you marked the ones that were beneath it, but it marked the ones above it. That bug alone shreds my patience, but there's other ones like The second player in any co-op party has a bugged loot cache where you go and you try and redeem your lost loot, but unfortunately you're not going to get anything good. You only get a couple. It doesn't, even if you've upgraded it, it doesn't grab your best stuff. But then if you go back to your single player game, it works fine. There's lots of little annoying, and the crashes of course, but there's lots of little annoying bugs like this that keep it from becoming like an A+ sort of experience.
Let me talk about bugs real quick. When I was playing, my first 2 side quests were both bugged, completely bugged. Couldn't finish either of them. Nothing was working until I just had to reset the game. And once I reset the game, it was fine. But still, you shouldn't have to do that. They should work.
I agree. I'm like, and when you told me that, I was like, oh crap. But then I was like, why the hell did they put this game out 2 weeks early? If they know they had all of these bugs in the game, they moved this game up. They made it come out earlier than they should have. And I'm like, man, I kind of wish they had stayed and patched all this because I'm enjoying it. But those bugs, you basically have to stop and restart your game every couple of hours when you get these bugs. It's just annoying. I do have to agree with one of the reviewers last week that you talked about and quoted, Maulding, when you said that the tone was an overcorrection. I totally agree. There are some times in this game I'm laughing my ass off. It's totally funny. And then there are some characters that are so emo and so serious. It is a snooze fest, and I don't care with what they're saying. And I don't know that I'll ever really care for a Borderlands story as much as I did for Handsome Jack. They just haven't had that happen. But this emo tone, it's just, I know that people online are like, oh, I love the mission about the rocket that wants to know her, fate and all that sort of stuff. I don't give a crap about the rocket. If there are no jokes, like, go F off, especially if you're in a party with your buddies. Like, you don't want an emo story when you're hanging out with your buddies, waiting, trying to have a good time. You want jokes, you want fun, you want to shoot people in the face. And unfortunately, the tone annoys the shit out of me on this one.
Let me add something about the story. As I finished it last night, I still cannot tell you what the motivation of the main bad guy is. I cannot tell you why I was fighting him at all. No clue. Really no idea.
Yeah, maybe you did a couple side quests, Maulding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but you know what? That's actually, that's not something to be completely ignored, Matt. It is possible that maybe those side quests fleshed out that kind of stuff, and I missed it. So that's completely valid.
I mean, I'm a little surprised to hear that because my biggest concern before this game came out, I was like, they're gonna definitely make this game like too silly, and so I'm a little surprised to hear they just went full emo, and it's confirmed full emo.
They're jokes.
It's crazy. Yeah,
they're jokes.
But
they're not enough.
Wow. I'm honestly I'm stunned to hear that.
Just to wrap things up, I'll say the bosses so far in the game for me are totally uninspired, and I'm horrified because I know I'm going to be grinding them. And so far, only 2 of them have been remotely interesting. I think the vault is a great idea. I love hunting the keys, but it was so disappointing to get inside the vault for the first time and realize that it was just waves of enemies. There are no emotes, which would be nice because you're hanging out with your buddies and it's a co-op game. It's like, really, like, that's what we should have been looking for in the open world, Maulding, like not these audio logs or nothing.
That's a great idea. Yeah, so it's have the collector be emotes for your character.
Exactly. Yeah. And the last thing that annoys the shit out of me is there really is hardly any music. There will have like a bass beat and like stuff happening when you're in a fight, and but when you're in that open world, it's like crickets, man. It is like quiet AF, and I'm like, oh, that's so not fun. Little ambient something in the background, like it really couldn't give us any of that. It was a little disappointing. But anyway, all in all, I have to say this is a great foundation for them to build from. I can't wait to play more.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think of Borderlands. If you've played it, we'd love to hear what you're thinking.